Hey everyone, and welcome to the 83rd episode of We're All in the Same Boat. Facebook is down, and I'm your host, Luke Roxwold, and today I am here with Michael.
Hi.
And Shane.
Hello.
And Instagram is down too. My favorite. It's gone. I don't even know what to do with myself. But if you are listening to this episode, which probably you are, because you can hear my voice. Funny how that works. You can go to our Instagram, but you can't. Because it's gone. This has ruined the whole intro because now I can't plug anything that I want to plug.
Everything you told them to do, they can't do.
Yeah. Well, normally when Instagram's not down, you can go to our Instagram page. We're all in the same boat, which is WAITSB podcast. That's where we have polls and stuff like that. And you can also rate us on iTunes by searching We're All in the Same Boat, going all the way down to the bottom and giving us 5 stars. That'd be awesome. So welcome, everyone. Everything is ruined.
Apparently.
How you guys doing?
The whole world is crumbling to its core.
I mean, man, earlier...
We are in caveman times.
I went to the bathroom.
It's like 2006, man.
Well, dang. I'm just going to sit here for 20 minutes and not do anything else. I'm just going to sit here in the bathroom. Like a weirdo.
That's true. Every time I don't have my phone and it's like I go into the bathroom, it's like, well, I guess that's just I just sit now.
I usually just get up and like waddle to my phone. If I'm in my house, if I leave my phone in my room or whatever, I'll just get up and I'll go get it. Like this.
You're like, I can't do it, man. I can't do it, man.
If I know it's halfway through, I'll like get up and like pinch it and just like waddle, get my phone, come back.
So how did you guys find out the sites were down?
Basically, what I just told you. I went to the bathroom and I was like, oh man, nothing to do.
I found out the sites were down because you told me, but I saw, honestly, that's what it is, but I saw some tweets earlier today, people saying, is anyone having trouble with Instagram? But they were only mentioning Instagram, and it was only a couple of people that I saw, so I didn't really think anything of it. I just said, why are you on Instagram so much that you notice something is wrong with it? But then apparently it is a international emergency.
Yeah,
the world's going crazy right now.
It's insane because...
People are ending their lives because of this.
No.
What? Mabes. People do that kind of thing.
I would not be surprised.
I was on Instagram, obviously. That's the thing, is I found out through Instagram. It's like I didn't find out through Facebook because it's like...
Because
Facebook.
Exactly.
So I was on Instagram and I was trying to post a picture, and so I like posted it, and then it loaded, and then it just froze and was like unable to post. So then I like refreshed it because it's done that to me before, and like when I type a lot in the description of a photo and it says, oh, it failed to upload, if I click the X, it goes away forever, and then I have to retype it all, and there's no way to look at it, there's no way to get the text back, and so it'll just erase it, and I have to start over. So I was like, no, you didn't do this, don't do this to me. So I refreshed it, and I refreshed it, and then I closed the app and reopened it, and it's kept doing the same thing, and then I like uninstalled the app and reinstalled it. I did everything I could think of to try to not lose it, and then I think the photo actually posted, and then people started liking it, and a few people commented, and then all of a sudden I couldn't even look at my likes anymore, and then I looked at my page, I couldn't look at my feed anymore. I'm like, what's going on? Everything's going down one by one.
Couldn't see the likes.
Yeah, and so like I basically posted a picture on Instagram, like I forced it to go through, even though it shouldn't have. I forced it in, and look what happened. I took the whole app down. This is my fault.
Destroyed Instagram. And
yeah, it was like when it doesn't fit, and you're like, no, and it, like it's like a. I'm trying to think of something.
Like a cup, or like a bucket.
Oh no, it's like there's a cardboard box and you're trying to put things in it, and someone's holding the box and something's not fitting, so then you shove it and then the bottom of the box just blows out.
Yeah.
That's what I did to Instagram. Sorry.
Basically. I posted a funny picture yesterday, and now like only has like 10 likes because
no one saw it.
I posted that at night, and I was like, all right, tomorrow morning, everyone's going to be like, yo, this is hilarious. But now they're not going to see it. But you can if you're in the future.
No one thinks it's funny.
Go Michael
that's
MYKOL.
Hey, hold on. That's what I'm going to post or say from now on. Like, if any post doesn't do well, I'll just be like, oh, yeah, because I posted that one when Instagram went down.
Yeah, right.
Just like in years in the future. Nah, that was not my fault. So congratulations. All your data is gone forever. Like Facebook, I don't know if they got hacked. Everything about you is going to be known. All your passwords.
Yeah,
everything is ruined.
What I'm concerned about is that, normally it would just be like the Facebook app isn't working or the Instagram app isn't working. But not every Facebook app, but a large amount of Facebook apps are not working. Because even I saw that the Oculus, the virtual reality app, doesn't work. It's not working either. I'm like, that's so random. Why would that not work just because Facebook isn't working?
What I'm trying to picture
going on Facebook?
is like
Facebook.
Oh, what, Michael?
It's like Facebook isn't working. How does Facebook itself not work?
There was like I'm trying to picture this web of Facebook. So there's Facebook at the very center, and then there's all these web branches going off into Snapchat or do they own Snapchat? Or no, in Instagram so. and into WhatsApp and Messenger, it's all branched out. And it's like if someone chopped off a piece of that branch closer to the edge, it'd be like, oh, okay, that's why I took out WhatsApp. But whatever got hit must have been very close to the center of that web because it took down all of them. So they hit something got hit that was important. Some intern was like, deploy.
Self-destruct.
That's the thing is,
like, so
they're all losing their mind. Like this second, right now, it's like everything's getting destroyed. Everyone's screaming. And
they
yelling.
all have their team. It's like the SpongeBob episode where he threw out his name. They're all freaking out like, what's wrong with the app? Why is it not working? And they're like all going through datas and files and stuff.
I was just about to say, dude, we should like live stream this right now so everyone can like join us right now. But
live stream on what though?
Yeah,
we don't have
live stream on what? You can't Instagram I was like, live, can't Facebook live.
I was a fool.
I can't really. I can't Instagram. I can't Facebook live. I guess we could YouTube. The YouTube that I never use.
Doesn't Twitter have a live?
Does Facebook own Twitter?
Oh, does it?
I thought
Facebook does not own Twitter. No.
Yeah, that's actually something funny that's come up. So Facebook has said that this is not a DDoS attack, which for those of you who aren't nerds, which is everybody but me, that means a DDoS attack is when, okay, so your website is on a server. So basically Facebook is on a computer somewhere. There's literally a physical computer somewhere or a bunch of computers that Facebook is on. That's basically what a server is. And the problem is, like a regular computer, if I open 1,000 applications on one computer, it's going to slow down because it can't handle all the different things that are running. So what a DDoS attack does is you find some part of the website that takes a lot of effort for the server to run. Like maybe it's a lot of data, takes a lot to put the page together. And you just machine gun that page with like 1 million hits. So it's almost like 1 million people went to that page all at once. And you'll see this with smaller sites, and you do that, and then the server can't handle it all, and the server just crashes, and it takes the whole website down. So that happens when you have like a smaller site. If you've ever heard people say, "Oh, we took down our site. We had so many people show up, it took the site down," and that's because their site is not optimized for that amount of traffic because they weren't expecting that much traffic.
Yeah.
Facebook says it was not that, which it's like, okay, so what could it be that could possibly be way worse?
Yeah, that can literally take down the world.
It could be a hack. Like a hacker could be ransomware, which is like somebody got in and it's like, hey, I'm going to lock down all your servers until you pay me $500 million to unlock them.
Well, it has to be something. It has to be something big because Facebook's last notification about it was what you had just said, Luke, that it's not an issue related to a DDoS attack, and that was 6 hours ago. There's been no updates in 6 hours. So what is happening?
Can you picture Mark
everyone's
Zuckerberg?
Team? They say all their teams are on the case. Okay, but how come these hundreds of people have not figured anything out? And speaking, and Zuckerberg, this doesn't look good on you. You already went through some mess last year. This is not a good look. Okay.
Zuckerberg is like, this is okay. We will fix the, he's just marching around like, it's fine. Oh no, it's like with that comic where everything's on fire. This is fine.
The little dog.
This is fine. So the outages are apparently, according to my article, mainly in New England, Texas, Seattle, Latin America, Peru, UK, India, Philippines. And you guys are in Virginia, so apparently it's in Virginia too.
Yep.
So I don't know what that means for Facebook's stock.
I mean, I don't understand. I never really understand how that works. Like, anything happens and like, oh, the stock went down like this much, but like, it's not like, oh man, that was kind of awkward. Let's sell all our stock. Or is it like that?
I just want to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I just want to say really fast. I just went to check my Facebook app to see if it worked, and I opened my notifications. I'm like, oh look, it's one of my friend's birthday. Let me say happy birthday to her. But you know what? I click on the birthday notification, and guess what doesn't load? The birthday. So thank you,
weird
Facebook.
how
I
Facebook
cannot
is such
say
a part
happy
of your
birthday
life.
to my friend, and she will be sad for the rest of her day.
Worst birthday ever. Thanks, Mark Zuckerberg.
It's funny because you think about that, like, it's happened to us, I guess, twice now. Like, you're like, oh yeah, I'll just do this thing. And like, Facebook is just like a thing that you do. Like, it doesn't even like sound like, oh, I'm not using this product. Like, you're just like, oh yeah, I want to talk to my friend. Oh wait, I can't.
Just because Facebook is gone, you mean?
Yeah, like, it's such a weird integral thing that
it's such a way of life.
Yeah, like,
we don't really think about it. Yeah.
That's true for like if you all of a sudden lost the ability to text people, you'd be like, oh, I have to let them.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't do anything. I have to call them. What?
What?
I don't know how to do this. No, but what?
How do I call?
The way the stock sort of works, though, I'm not an expert on it really, but it's people betting on whether or not the company will do well in the future, in a way. And so, yeah, if anything bad happens, everyone's betting on what they bet everyone else is going to do, in a way. So if I was looking at 1,000 people, let's say that this event happens, and I had to look at those 1,000 people and say, how many of those 1,000 people do I think are going to bail and leave because of what just happened? So they might not all leave, but if a lot of them leave, the stock's going to drop. So I might want to sell right now because I think that they're all going to sell. And if they sell, my stock loses its value. So I'm going to try and beat them to the punch.
Yeah.
But then everyone else is thinking the same exact thing. So then it's a race to sell, in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Strange. Because obviously they're going to bounce back. Like, it's not like they're going to like lose their whole business empire.
That's the worst thing about stock, though, is it's like, oh, it'll bounce back. And it's like, yeah, but when? And you're like, I don't know. I don't want to buy too soon, and you'll never buy at the exact right time. But that's the name of the
buy
game.
It right before it costs a lot of money, obviously.
Yeah. So
buy it right before it costs.
There are people who are contemplating sleep. They don't know if they should go to sleep and just hope everything is fixed in the morning, or they should just wait out the night so they can look at their feed.
What?
Not that serious.
Northern Crumble, he's been I don't know where he's from, but he says, I'm debating whether to get some sleep or wait it out another hour to catch up with my news feed. # Facebook problems.
That is dedication right there.
This is
so
insane.
Crazy. Yeah.
Like, people are really addicted.
It really is kind of like a drug, where it's like people are like, I need my social media,
I don't need to see what other people are doing that badly.
I mean, it's because it's a dopamine rush. You see it and it kicks in. So it's, I don't know. That's
like, I'm not losing sleep over this. Sleep's too important.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't care about giving Becky her 8,000th like.
So the funniest part about this story is Facebook's having trouble, which means Instagram's been having trouble, which means WhatsApp's been having trouble, which means Facebook is trying to figure out, okay, we need to let everyone know to not panic. But how in the world can we possibly get everyone's attention when all of our sites are down?
Right. We got to tell them
So
all.
what
All
did
right,
they
cool,
do? They tweeted. So Facebook ended up using Twitter to let everyone know. They were like, we're aware that some people are currently having trouble accessing the Facebook family of apps. We're working to resolve the issue as soon as possible. Twitter! The enemy.
Dude, what if it is Twitter trying to get
honestly,
they're trying to get more traffic on Twitter?
It could be because a lot of people have gone to Twitter since this Facebook down thing, and they're winning out of this situation.
Twitter is twinning.
Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, they're all like
Exactly.
like, touching their fingers together very evilly, like. What if they did it?
I don't know. That'd be crazy.
Man,
That's some like war stuff, man.
That's like you're asking for something there if you're doing
Jack
that.
was like, "You're going down, Mark."
This is Jack, a guy from Twitter.
Yeah,
That's why there's
Jack,
Tom from MySpace and Mark from Facebook.
that's right. Tom never disrespected us like this.
Yeah.
Tom was our friend.
Dude, wait. What if
No.
it's Justin Timberlake? Remember, Justin Timberlake bought MySpace
Yeah.
like 5 years ago, and it never came back. He tried to make it my and like a space instead of the word space, like just like an underscore.
It's like
He's
this.
trying to bring it back, man.
He's like, I watched myself play that guy, Sean Parker. What's his name?
Zuckerberg?
No, the other guy.
What?
It's not Sean Parker, is it?
Wait.
Oh,
Who's the South Park
the character
guy?
he played.
Oh yeah, he was in that movie. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
He's in the Facebook.
What's his
movie.
name?
I don't know.
I don't remember the
What?
character's name or the real life.
Oh yeah, it was.
person
It
or
was
whatever.
Sean Parker. I was thinking it was the South Park guy when I was saying it. No, so he's like, I played Sean Parker in that movie, and that guy did whatever it took to get the site going. So if I'm gonna get MySpace up and running, I gotta take down Facebook because it's
gotta do
not
whatever I
cool
gotta do.
if the website goes down. Remember they say that in the movie. They're like,
Yeah.
it can't ever go down. It can never go down. And it's like, because Eduardo froze the accounts. That's what's happening right now.
Foreshadowing.
Justin
all
Timberlake and
coming true.
Eduardo are in
This
cahoots right now.
is gonna be the sequel to The Social Network.
Wait, so Justin Timberlake and Andrew Garfield are
capitalize.
joining forces to defeat Facebook?
Capitalize.
Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
I think it
what
is.
What would the sequel of The Social Network be called if this happened in it?
It would be
The
called
No
Facebook
Social?
Down. That's how you get people to watch.
Ooh,
Facebook down.
hashtag Facebook down.
Like Black Hawk down, but Facebook down.
Facebook down. Or it could just be like the No Social Network. No Social Network.
No social network.
Or it's like,
Honestly, I would actually like to see a movie like that where there's like in a world today with no social media.
Like Facebook
it
just
sounds
dies.
It sounds crazy, but
that is crazy. You know
But
what?
it's
I
not a
don't
big
need
deal
to
at the
see
same
what it was
time.
like. Shane, I lived it.
but for the people who haven't lived it, I would like to see them have to go through that pain.
That's true. But the thing
That was
about
such
it,
a weird,
the-
terrible
the-
thing to say. I want to see them go through that pain of not having Facebook. Like it's like, oh, that's so terrible. Oh, that's not that bad.
Here's the thing.
It's not that
so
bad.
the first movie was called The Social Network, and the tagline I think is, "You don't have a billion friends without making a few enemies," or something.
Oh yeah, something like
I
that.
think it's something like that.
Who has 1 billion friends?
Mark Zuckerberg.
I don't remember.
Does he?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember if that was the tagline, but I'm trying to think of what the tagline would be for this one. It's like, Mark Zuckerberg is still a robot, or like, Mark Zuckerberg still has no friends. I don't know.
That'd be good. Mark still has no friends.
Or
Sometimes
has
like,
anybody
no.
heard of MySpace or something? You know, or like,
It's like can't make 1 million friends without having a few enemies, and those few enemies might take you down or something like that. But
yeah. And
these
then
are
it's
the
like
enemy stories.
tagline, MySpace is coming back or something. You know?
Oh man,
MySpace back.
Yeah. Is MySpace still around? Does it
MySpace
still
is bringing
exist? Though?
sexy back.
No.
Technically, it's still around.
True.
So I'm not sure.
True.
I don't know anyone. Who uses it.
MySpace.com. How many people do you think went to what? This is it?
Wait, we are right now. We're doing it right now.
This looks like Spotify. What? I'm all confused now because I keep thinking Sean Parker bought this because Justin Timberlake played
Justin
Sean
Timberlake.
Parker in the movie. So I'm like, wait, so Sean Parker, because he did Spotify, and so he did this too. And it's like, wait, no, that was not him. It was just the character that played him in the movie. The guy who played him in the movie. This
I'm gonna log
looks.
into my old MySpace right now.
What is this? I have a MySpace.
I could never do that. I can.
I have no
I
idea what the
love,
password is.
I love that MySpace has a sign in with Facebook option.
Does it?
It does.
They
You
caved.
can link your Facebook or your Twitter to log into MySpace.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome.
All right, so let me look at what else I got written down here. Yeah, first of all, like I said, one of the tweets that I saw for hashtag Facebook down, which is the trending hashtag, was Tom never disrespected us in this manner.
And he didn't.
So never forget.
Never forget.
So this is, as I said, good news for two other websites, Twitter and MySpace. Rest in peace, Facebook.
R.I.P.
I know,
I mean,
and
MySpace
Instagram
is
too.
gonna come back
Instagram, my site, man.
Yeah, I know. Instagram, I'm sad about.
To
Instagram's
protest
like
it,
go for all
my
the memes.
Instagram's working.
I'm not gonna plug anything.
Maybe I'm not.
Protest this.
Don't follow me on Instagram. You can't anyway. There's nothing there.
Go
all
ahead and try. I bet you can't do it. Oh, I saw I had a bunch of notifications on Twitter because I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah, someone liked my, and it was just you guys.
Oh, wow.
Oh well.
Oh well. Everyone's too busy running in the streets trying to
Run.
escape the Facebookopolis.
Couldn't refresh feed. Story of my life.
So apparently, this happened once before in like 2010, but it was only for like 2 hours.
An
I mean, it's definitely, like,
inconveniencing amount of time.
I've definitely seen Facebook or Instagram not work for like a few minutes before, and then it kind of gets back on.
Yeah, but like all of them at the same time,
Yeah, it's
like
weird.
the whole company at once.
What if, like I said, what if someone has ransomware on this? Like they hacked it and they locked everything up, and they're like, pay us all this money or we won't unlock it. Like that can happen.
Well, you better fork over the cash, Mark.
Yeah, you got so much money. Watch imagine they ask $1 more than what he has.
Right. I can't do that for you. I don't have that much money.
Mark, yeah, really, he's like going bike riding or whatever he's doing. I don't remember. He doesn't care about money. Mark Zuckerberg net worth. His net worth is $64 billion. He's gonna have to borrow some money from
Wow.
Bezos.
Can you share, please? How would you give that to all your billions of friends, Mark?
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
terrible friend.
Share
Then
the wealth.
You can give each one of them $1. With your billion friends, he gives each of his friends $10 because
take
he's
that.
got a billion friends. Oh man. Yeah, this is insane, you guys. I don't know. I don't know. So what
Hopefully the
happens
issue
now?
gets fixed soon because, I mean, I
Hopefully
do
there is.
kind of want to look at my Instagram feed, but I'm not going to lose sleep.
I'll be
Is
honest.
it-
Like
is
right now,
Instagram
I'm, like,
still
scrolling
down?
through- So you can look
Instagram's still down.
You can see stories on Instagram right now.
Yeah, I mean, it has limited functionality.
Ooh, fancy words. Like the feed won't refresh, but you can watch some stories.
I'm so annoyed.
I
I
can go to
posted
my
like a
Explore
picture
page.
that I spent a lot of time on, and then it just nothing.
Well, now if you post it right when Instagram. Is that me?
Stop. Don't
No,
watch
that was
stories.
me. I
Hey,
wasn't.
Stop.
I'm not watching. Michael's watching stories.
That was me. That sounded like me talking.
I clicked on a video on accident, but
Oh.
I'm not watching stories.
Okay, whatever.
That sounded like me talking. That's what I was
I was
confused
trying to
about.
see if the thing would load. But I can go to my
Anyway.
Explore page, and that works.
We need updates. I need updates. I need to know what's going on. No
And my
one knows
Explore page
why.
refreshes. They don't.
I can't even see my own Instagram page.
I know. That's what happened to me. I was like, I got deleted. That's what I thought happened.
see, I
Like,
can
I
see
posted the wrong photo.
That would suck.
Yeah, I can't refresh my
They
own
saw what I
feed.
said.
What is this? I don't
They
exist.
Yeah, I know. They saw what I said about Birdman. They deleted everyone's Instagram.
Wow.
They're like, I hate this guy. Delete everyone.
This is why we can't have nice
Erase.
things.
Everyone
Erase
associated with
everyone.
Luke got deleted.
It's like, just delete everyone now. I've had it. Like who's the? Oh, I guess is the Instagram of CEO technically Zuckerberg?
I guess so.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, if they own it, then
Kevin Systrom?
Yes.
Yes.
Just kidding.
He's only worth $1 billion
Because he's a loser.
instead of $64 billion.
so lame.
Yeah, his name is Kevin.
Only 1 billion. Wow.
we all know
Kevin.
how we feel about the name Kevin. Isn't that right, Mike?
Try
Kevin's so
harder.
Kevin's are just special.
I like
Also, I'm looking at
Kevin.
Andrew Garfield's hair. His hairline's receding. I feel bad for him.
Hasn't
Andrew
it always
Garfield's?
been receding?
I don't know. I haven't really been paying
I
attention.
feel like he's always had a large forehead, so maybe that's why.
He's always had a large forehead, but now he's got that like, not widow's peak. I don't know what the technical.
Oh
name is, but
yeah,
basically
where
the
it's
widow's
going in
peak
on the
thing going
sides. Rip.
Sorry, that's sad, man. That's like my biggest fear, man, is going bald.
You can't have a
I
Spider-Man
have a lumpy
that's
head.
bald.
I can't be bald.
I have a lumpy head.
I do, man. It's awful.
You'll be the guy with the hat.
Yeah, I have to be the hat guy. Like, I can't do it. Just can't.
All right.
Yeah.
Well.
So, do you have time for a quick funny story?
Yes.
I have
Always
two
have time
funny
for a
stories. One's like
story.
kind of weird and a little bit long. The other one's like really short. But like, I just started working at my gym. And I see people who I know all the time. I'm working at the front desk right now.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people from my church come in. I know who a lot of them are, but I don't know their names, or I won't realize that I know them until like after they leave. I'm like, oh yeah, I knew that person. So like, but I also just say hi to everybody because that's my job technically. So this girl walked up and I was like, oh, hey, how's it going? She was like, hey, I didn't know you worked here. I was like, yeah.
Whoa, too excited when you say hi to her, Michael.
Yay!
Well, I don't know. So I just have to be excited every time. But then I was like, he was like, oh, I didn't know you worked here. Like, yeah, I work here. I was like, well, how would you know? You don't know me. And then I realized,
I didn't know you worked here. Yeah, I work here.
And I was like, oh yeah, that's my friend's ex-girlfriend. This girl I haven't seen in like years.
Ooh.
I always think that's weird, man. When like
Ooh,
an
when you
ex
see one of your
person sees like
friends'
their exes like good friends, and then they like act like nothing ever happened. Like, no, I know
How
what
is
she
that
did.
weird?
Because like it's one thing if they just like kind of break up for no reason, but she like it was like bad. Like she like hurt him and stuff. Like she hurt me by her.
She hurt you.
I mean, not really, but like
felt the pain.
it's kind of like if someone like
I know.
kicked
I
your
know.
sis-
No, I
kicked
know
your
what you
sister.
mean. Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. But like, I don't think it makes it. I mean, I guess.
I mean, it'd
guess.
be like if like yeah, like if someone like punched your best friend and then was like, hey man, how's it going? I love you. And you're like, no, you don't. You punched my best friend.
True.
It's so funny if she just walked into the
punch my
gym
best friend?
and was like, "Hey," you just go, "I know what you did." And you just
I didn't know
slowly
if it was too
nod.
late.
I know what you did. Okay.
You just keep nodding, where it's like nod. I know what you did.
Yep. But anyway, I had another story I messaged Luke about earlier. I just sent Andrew Garfield's was receiving behind the chat. But,
That's very sad.
so long story short,
that.
I used to work at Busch Gardens when I was in high school and in college. And there's this girl who I like didn't know her super well. She was like one of the supervisors, whatever. She was pretty cool. I heard from somebody that she had like cancer or something, like cancer or leukemia. I don't remember what it was now. It was like 5 years ago. I was like, oh man, that sucks. So I'd pray for her like every day. Like every time I saw her, I would like I'd just pray real quick. Like when I went to Busch Gardens, I thought about it. I'd pray all the time because I didn't want her to die. So
Oh my goodness.
fast forward like 6 years later, and I saw her post on Facebook something. I was like, oh, dude, she's alive. Awesome. Like, it was kind of like that. And I've seen her post before, but I never really thought about it. I was like, oh, wait, yeah, I thought she was, like, going to die. So I was like, hey, let me just message her. So I messaged her. Unfortunately, Facebook couldn't
You're
go
not
down
dead
before
yet?
I did this.
Whoa!
Oh my
So
gosh,
I
you're
was like-
alive! Wow.
So I was like, hey, sorry, this is weird. We used to work together at Busch Gardens, and maybe I heard wrong, but did you have, like, cancer or leukemia or something? If I'm wrong, that's hilarious. But if it's true, and you're still living life, that's awesome. I used to pray for you all the time. I'm glad you're alive, even if you weren't sick. She was, yeah, I used to have a lot of stomach issues, but no. Thank you. Where did you hear that from?
I can't believe you actually said that.
I mean, I was glad she was alive. I wanted to know that I cared about her.
Oh
if she was
no!
still
What
alive.
if
The
what if she
specificity of that,
thought
like
you were
that,
just
like the
what if
honesty
she-
of that, like, people
what if
don't
she
normally do
thought
that.
you were trying to pick her up? Like you're like, hey, do you got cancer or
Okay,
something?
so I know
It's
we
like,
met 6
no,
years ago.
Oh, you
but
don't.
did you
I
have
could have sworn
leukemia?
you did.
Like,
Look how caring I am as a man.
I know.
see how
know
much I
it's weird,
remembered?
but I felt like I needed to do it. And then I was like, she was like, where'd you hear that from? I was like, I have no idea. I heard some people
glad
saying
you're
it back
alive.
then.
You're just like, you just go, goodbye.
Yeah. She was like, thank you. Where'd you hear that from? LOL. And I was like, I have no idea. I heard a couple people say it, but I was afraid to ask. I didn't want to make you think about your impending death.
And I would have responded, so have you been thinking about this for 6 years to ask me?
Yeah, I don't know.
She's
I
like,
mean,
it
I
took you
probably should
long.
explain
He's
why I
like, what
thought
were you
about it just
waiting
now.
for me to die? You waited so long to ask. You're like, maybe
that's
she'll
true.
die. Maybe
I should have like
ask.
been like, hey, I saw you post and I thought about you. I should have said something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but she was like, they're still talking about that? What and why? I was like, what? Not still. I don't work there anymore. That was years ago. And she goes, oh, okay. I was like, what? And I was like, well, anyway, I'm glad you're not dying. Later. She goes, so random, but thanks.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it
that
when the
was really
conversation.
random.
I love it when the conversation goes, "What? What's going on?" No, I said, "Yeah, okay." Anyway, goodbye.
Yeah.
Anyway,
she
glad
was
you're not
probably
dying.
like, what just happened?
You're like, anyway, I have a
Yeah.
girlfriend. Goodbye.
Yeah, so that was that. That was a good time.
That's funny.
Some of those things are like, sometimes I do stuff, and in the moment, I'm like, yeah, this is a good idea. And then as soon as I finish doing it, I'm like, wait.
You're like, wait.
It's like when you're calling someone, you're like, yeah, it's a good idea to call them. This is a really good idea. It's a good idea for me to call them. And then as you're hanging the phone up, you're like looking at your phone really slowly, like, that was the wrong thing to do.
You're just like,
I've done that before. It's like, oops.
Oh, yeah.
That's really funny.
I definitely say things with the intent, like thinking that like this is like I'll think about it for like a couple minutes. I'm like, yeah, this is what I should say. This is a good reason. That's a good reason. I should say it, and then it just does not go well.
You're like
a lot of times, yeah.
I was wrong.
Anyway,
I've told myself, or I told myself this pretty early on, where I was like, any reason I can come up to text. Okay, no, hold on. I'm gonna start over.
go ahead.
Any reason I can come up with to text someone is a good enough reason.
Mm-hmm.
And so generally, it's like if I just think of someone, it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna text them, and then I don't like talk myself out of it, and I just let myself do it.
That's always good to do.
Yeah,
as long as
'cause
it's
it's
not
just
the
like-
person you knew 6 years ago that was dying of leukemia. But not
Yeah. That's awkward.
It's like it's a really good idea to do unless she's on Facebook and she worked at I almost said McDonald's.
Mick
Busch
Gardens,
Gardens.
Bush Donalds.
Bush John. Stop.
Yeah. One.
That place.
Yeah. But anyway, so that happened. I just wanted you guys to know she's alive. So
I'm very thankful. Should I
she
message
did
her?
not have. She didn't
Yes.
have
I'm
cancer.
so glad the cancer is
Praise the
gone.
Lord.
She didn't even have cancer. She's had stomach issues.
I know.
That's what makes the situation
Wouldn't
more
that be
awkward. She
so
wasn't
funny,
even
though?
dying, and
Wasn't
you
even
appear
dying.
6 years later. Hey, so I thought you were dying 6 years ago. Were you okay? Like,
You're like, no, think about it, because you're like, I didn't know if you had cancer, and so I figured if I waited long enough, I would just find out.
yeah. Everywhere you look at it, it just sounds bad.
It's just like, I wouldn't have to be embarrassed. I wouldn't have to ask. I would just know.
It's like, why didn't you just ask me? Well, I figured I'd just wait around and find out.
You look at
for
her
myself.
Facebook, and it's like last post 4 years
no.
ago, and you're like, guess it was cancer. Oh man, dark.
But yeah, she's alive.
It's funny though because she doesn't have it, so it's fine.
Yeah, she doesn't have cancer, so it's fine.
Everybody rejoice. This is a very happy moment. Someone doesn't have cancer.
This was a dark time. Anyway,
What if we had that every single day? It's like you don't have cancer. You should celebrate as I don't have cancer today.
I guess that,
We should celebrate every day not having cancer. It's true.
Yeah.
I'm so blessed I don't have cancer today. Woo!
Woo! Yes, that was good. Shane, what was this thing that you were doing recently? I know you have big stories, like big
I do?
stories.
Oh, yeah,
But I know you were
we have a lot
talking.
going
You
on,
literally
man.
were talking about live streaming, like when you were going to go in to fight someone.
Oh, goodness
You
gracious.
have a lot going on. Yeah, man. You got like, I don't know, like you've been on the radio. You're doing all these
I
things.
have.
What did I
Yes.
say? Did I say I would donate if you live? What did I say I would do? You said someone
I
pay
think
you
you
$50
said-
or something.
No, I said $10, but
Yeah, I would have paid you $10 to do it.
Wait,
I'm happy, like, take my
explain that.
money.
I heard a little bit about that, but I don't know what's going on.
okay. So I'll try to sum everything up without getting into too much of the, I guess, details. But so there's this staff at my job, and so there's three classrooms at our site, right? There's a 3-year-old classroom, a 4-year-old classroom, which is the pre-K. That's the one I work in. And then there's the kinder buddies for the kindergartners. There's a staff who is in the 3-year-old room. She is the lead teacher in that room. That's significant information because of her job position, right? So she's the lead teacher in that room. So, she has been having conversations behind closed doors to other lead teachers at the site and supervisors. And she's basically been telling them and talking about me and how I don't do any work, how I'm always on my cell phone, that all I do in the classroom is walk around and sing, which doesn't make any sense. But
I mean, that's true, but you can work and sing at the same time.
Yeah, but like that's all I do. How would I even have a job if that was all I do? Like how would these kids remain safe or do anything if all I did was walk around? But that's neither here nor there. So they've just been talking. They've been very passionate about this frustration with my quote unquote work performance. And so I'm receiving this information from my lead teacher because she's like, well, I'm going to tell you like, what they're saying about you, which I really appreciate. And so at first I was like, okay, I'm not really going to be bothered by that because you're just making up stuff about me for reasons I don't know why, because I've done nothing to this person. I'm like the only person at work that's nice to everyone. I say hi to everyone. I help everyone. I go out of my way to help people. I'm a really friendly person. So I don't know why this person has beef with me. So it got to a point where...
What's this girl's... Oh, wait, never mind.
What?
I almost asked what her name was. I was about to. No, but so there's this girl at your job who is...
Oh, I should say she is a woman. She's like in her 40s. She has children.
What? Shame.
Yeah, she's a grown person.
That changes everything.
Yes,
I'm picturing this old lady.
It's important
like,
information.
She's like, I'm gonna get Shane.
She's a grown
I don't like that he took
person.
over my class.
So.
And she like waddles into the other room and makes up stories. He just sings. And he's on his little Facebook device, which he can't use.
Right, true. How can I be in my phone if I can't be on Instagram? But no. So
joke's on you, woman. I'm not on Instagram. Instagram is down.
Yeah. So it got to so she's saying stuff about me. So I approached my supervisor about it because it's getting to a place where it's bothering me because you're like you're basically trying to get me fired by making up stuff about me. I don't know why. And I told like my lead teacher, I said, well, if any of this information was true, she's never approached me about any of these situations. And if she's supposed to be a lead teacher, she should be able to approach me about a situation. Like if you see me on my phone all the time, wouldn't you just say, hey, Shane, put your phone away, or you shouldn't be on your phone? But you've never said that to me because I'm not on my phone. So then I'm like, why are you making up stuff about me? So I bring it to my supervisor.
Why are you always lying?
Exactly. So I bring it to my supervisor because my hugest pet peeve in life is I don't like when people make things up about me. Like it really bothers me. I don't know why it bothers me, but it just really bothers me.
Well, yeah, no, because I'm like, I don't care if you don't like me for who I am, but if you don't like me because of not who I am.
Yeah, at least tell the truth. I'm like, at least if you're going to do something, at least tell the truth. Like I can admit to my own flaws and mistakes, but like if you're going to be just making up stuff that doesn't make sense, I'm like, okay. So I bring it to my supervisor and I tell her about a situation because I said, I feel like I'm being targeted for reasons I don't know why. And I tell her about a situation that happened the previous day. And I said, the lead teacher in the other room, she told someone that I didn't take the kids outside, or I didn't take the kids to the gym when we were supposed to go to the gym. So I said, okay, the only reason why we didn't go to the gym is because she came to us and said, you guys aren't going to the gym today. Everyone's going to go outside. And so I asked, why are we not going to the gym? And she said, because
I want to get you in trouble.
No, she said because our supervisor had spoken to the gym staff and said we weren't going to use the gym in the afternoon. And in my head, I thought, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't sound like something our supervisor would do. But she's the lead person at the time. So I'm like, okay, we'll go outside. You basically
got tricked.
So I tell my supervisor what she said. And my supervisor says immediately, I never said that. And I said, see, I didn't think you did because that doesn't sound like something you would say. So then I'm like, okay, well, why are you making up lies about what the supervisor is saying? So my supervisor talked to her or did something apparently because I guess things have been a tad bit different the last day or two, but like, I don't know. But yeah. So and then the lady, she told someone that Shane and I don't talk. She said, we don't talk whatsoever. And I said, that doesn't make any sense because we talk all the time. I said, we talk about work related things and I'll ask you questions. I always say hi to you when I come in. I always say bye to you. You might not talk to me, but I definitely talk to you. I don't talk to you about like my life. So if you're upset about that, I'm sorry. Like I can't really help that situation.
I gotta stop you for a second because I'm just waiting for you to tag on at the end of that, and that is why you're mad.
That's why you're mad.
Oh,
That's why you're
I can
mad.
tell you why. I can tell you exactly why she's mad. I guess I'll get to that part.
'Cause you're
but
young and youthful.
no, that's not why.
And
But
joyful.
so I'm like, we do talk all the time. I'm like, you tell me information, we speak. So I don't know why you're trying to tell people like I don't talk to you like there's some type of issue. I have no issue with you except for the fact that you are making up stuff about me behind my back and don't even have like the respect or the all whatever to at least say it to me because it's not true. But she's mad because I said she said that I sing all the time. I said that because she's mad that she can't sing and she wish she could sing because the times when I am singing, she's tried to join in and sing along with me and whatever. You're just mad you can't sing.
Stop. Shh.
And then, but her real issue is that she is a dictator, right? That's how she runs her
I thought you were gonna say
classroom.
dick. She is a dick.
No, she's a dictator. That's how she runs her classroom, and that's fine. Guess what? That's not how my classroom operates. So when you come to my classroom, we're not going to do the things the way you do. We're going to do the things the way that we do, and that's just how it is. And I'm the type of person like I don't just go along with what people say. Like I'm my own person. I know how to do my job. I don't need your help. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Like, I don't need any of that. And I don't ask for it. And if I do need help, then I will ask.
Hold up.
So
you're running the class, and who is she? How is she involved with you?
okay, so basically sometimes when we're short staffed, we have to combine the 4-year-old class and the 3-year-old class. So they'll come over to our classroom. And
So are you the 4-year-old or 3-year-old?
4-year-old.
So you're her elder. You have the older class.
That's not
You're
how
in
it
charge.
works. That's not how it works.
We are all older than you, lady.
It's like if we were gonna fight my army versus yours, mine would win.
Well, we would win because we have 14 kids, 10 of which are boys, and they only have like 7 kids. And I'm not being sexist, but they're mostly girls. So
And they're 3. They're
and
smaller.
they're 3. Yes, hey, half of our kids are already 5, so we would win easily.
And you go to the gym, she's gonna lose.
We got several
Even when the
5-year-olds in our
masters
class.
are fighting, it's like all the little kids are fighting. Like the war, as they both sides run into each other, and they're fighting. You and her at the top of the mountain fighting each other. You win, Shane. You're in charge. Your classroom wins.
Shane, you
By
keep telling your story,
force.
but next time you talk to her, just show her this recording of Luke explaining why you win, and she'll understand.
I will. I'll be like, you know what? Listen to what this man has to say.
It's like if someone it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. It's like, you won't win. So just stop. That's basically what I'm explaining to her.
She's already not winning this war of trying to get people in trouble because I have people that are defending me. Not that I need defending, but like I have people that are defending me and that and we've gotten her in trouble. I've already technically gotten her in trouble for 2 things over the last 2 days, but I've been only truthful things that I've told the truth about. 'Cause I'm like, if you want to play this game, I can also play this game, but I'm going to do it with the truth and I'm going to win because you're actually getting in trouble and the supervisor is on my side. And she's like, yeah, I want to address this and I'm going to handle it. I said, thank you so much because she doesn't want to catch me outside of the job. When my uniform's not on, don't find me outside because it's not going to be pretty. That's when I will fight you.
All right, so
Okay.
this lady's being super crazy and stuff, and what are you gonna do about it? Or what did you say earlier?
Oh, he already knows what I tell him.
I'm the bigger person in the situation.
So
Physically.
you're gonna beat her up. So you're gonna beat her up because you're bigger than her. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just
You and
going
your
to
army of
continue.
4-year-olds and 5-year-olds.
No, there will be no fighting. We're actually trying to rebuild the team morale within our site because we're on watch right now. We had my supervisor come, and then our supervisor's supervisor come today.
Oh man, that's a lot of levels.
Yeah, exactly. So we're on watch. So I don't really want to beat anyone up. So I'm just going to continue to be the bigger person. I'm just going to do my job because that's what I do. And then I'm going to continue to laugh at her desperately trying to make lies up about me for whatever reason that she feels. And we'll just continue to laugh in our classroom about it like we do all the time.
Yeah.
We just laugh about her. I'm like, this girl is crazy. And my leader said that she needs to be sent to anger management, which is true. Oof. And then our supervisor said that all she is dramatic. And I'm like, ooh, who is winning this war? And I'm not even doing anything.
You're like, I have more kids. I have bigger kids. I'm stronger. I'm better at getting you in trouble. And everyone's on my side. Let's go to war. Let's see who
Luke's ready to fight. Luke's gonna fly down to Virginia.
Look, this is exactly.
The biggest part.
Bring her on the podcast.
LOL, true.
Do it.
I mean, honestly,
I'll host it. Then I start fighting with her.
Right. The biggest
she gets
part
me
that
in trouble
bothers
on
me.
the podcast.
LOL. The biggest part that bothers me about the whole situation is I could understand all of this happening if I had done something to her, right? Yeah. I haven't done anything to her. And if I have done something, it wasn't intentional because I don't know about it. And she just hasn't said she has any type of issue with me or that I've done something or spoken to her some type of way. She hasn't addressed any issue with me. So in my point of view, this is a completely one-sided issue. And I'm really just confused on why this is happening.
Wait, I'm confused. I thought you were going to post like a video of you guys like fighting. That's what I heard.
Yeah. I was, but we haven't had a conversation yet. She doesn't talk. She refuses to talk to me.
The whole context of that video changes when I found out she was old. Like now I'm picturing you with a camera going in. Well, she's like significantly older than you.
Yeah, but she's not old.
Yeah, but she's not your. I thought she was your age or younger.
No.
And so now I'm picturing you're elder. And you're like going in there with the camera, like you.
That would be like a weird, sad video, like you yelling at some random person. Who's like a mom.
Jokes on you when it goes viral, and you got your Pop Talk shirt on.
Like, young...
randomly wearing my Pop Talk shirt to work.
Young jerk calls out, like, sweet grandma lady on the internet.
See all the
She's not a grandma lady. Her kid is in elementary school.
Well, either way. It'll be better for viral video titles.
Yeah, for a headline.
Yeah.
Beats widowed elderly lady.
But dude,
bullied
that's
by
like,
Pop
thing,
Talk
man.
host Shane McCanney. You're like, oof.
You'll be all like, dude, there's this Facebook
encouraged by
page.
Luke Roxwell on We're All in the Same Boat podcast.
Check us out.
Longest headline
There's
ever.
this Facebook page. It's like a mixed martial arts page, but they'll constantly like, post like random.
I wish
fight
I could
videos.
see it.
Yeah, you can't right now. It doesn't exist anymore. Just remember back.
I
with
wish
guys.
I could see
But it's
it.
like videos of like girlfriends like yelling. Like there was a lot of videos of like girls like taking on guys, like being like pushing their buttons until like they start fighting, and the guy just like lays them out. Like a girlfriend like hitting her boyfriend in the head like multiple times, and he just like smacks her and she falls down. It'd be like Shane will be on that show, like it'd be like old lady like tries to square up on a younger, obviously more athletic male, and just gets wrecked as she like tries to kick him in the face or whatever. Like I don't know. I'm just imagining.
Shane. Yeah, this is
all the fame you could have.
See what you've caused. See what you've done.
No, I don't.
Oh no, but Shane, I keep forgetting. I was gonna say, this is a thing though. Like I have a lot of friends who work for daycares, and old ladies were always trying to get them in trouble. They would like lie about them. Yeah, they lie about them. They would like write them up for stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is insane. The drama at this place is, and I really don't want to be sexist and say it's because the staff is predominantly women. I really don't want to say that, but the amount of drama at this place, I have never experienced so much drama. And I worked in retail in the center of tourist New York City. Okay.
Yeah.
I have never experienced the amount of drama at work that I have at this place. And it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, we work with children and we are worse than the children. How are we supposed to be teaching these children to use their words and to communicate with their peers when they have issues, when we can't even do that ourselves.
What if she's not teaching the kids
The hypocrisy
like, what if
in this
she's
entire
teaching the
situation
kids?
makes
She's
no
like,
sense.
she's like, when you're mad at someone, sneak around their back and lie. All the kids are like, okay.
Because want to know why? That is
She
what the
might not
kids
be a
do.
hypocrite. This might be exactly what she tells them all to do.
Maybe.
And it probably is. I've heard kids talk about other kids behind their back. I said, "You're 4. What are you doing?"
You're 4.
Go say it to their face at least.
Don't be
which
a
they do.
hater.
So I'm
these kids are
gonna
vicious.
make a very Luke-ish, a very Luke-like statement right now.
What?
So I'm kidding. Luke doesn't. Anyway, so like I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna agree with Shane, and also not be sexist while I'm saying this sexist thing. But like every woman I know who's worked anywhere with other women has like told me all these stories of other women just being petty and like oh, she's not scheduling because she doesn't like me. Like that doesn't make any sense. That's not true.
It really
No,
doesn't
legit. She
make
told me
any
that she
sense.
doesn't like me, and then she like scratched my name off the schedule or whatever.
Wow.
Like my sister, when we both worked at Busch Gardens, so she was like a lead at another ride, and when she'd get there and like she'd look at the schedule and it was all girls, she'd be like calling out for today. Like,
Oh wow.
yeah, it's a thing, man. I don't know what it is, but also
It is a
ladies,
thing.
ladies in general. Maybe I mean not all of them, but like it seems that way. But also old men. Old men suck. I know. I'm like on the very first podcast
Do you
I said
think
this.
that, what if it was like a further bell curve? Like men in general just kind of suck at the job, but then women fill up like the high end of the bell curve and the low end of the bell curve. So on average, it's about the same. But there's a lot more worse women and there's a lot more nice women. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think the thing is,
No.
I think women. I don't know.
Like,
I'm
just
not
think about
sexist,
this. Let's
guys.
say that every guy at work is between a 6 and a 7, or a 6 and a 4. Between
Of what?
being fun to work with and they suck.
Okay.
Sorry, not 6 and 4. Let's say 7 and 3.
So
Okay,
closer
so
to 10
3
is the
sucks.
Okay.
7's awesome. Like that guy's a
Yeah.
7. He's awesome. And then what if girls? Oh, excuse me, here I'm erupting. What if girls? The bell curve went from like 9 to 2. So like the
like, in
worst
general,
ones are
just-
2s, and it's like, oh, they just suck, and they ruin it for everybody. But then like the better
Right.
ones are 9s. You know, just like spread out more variety
Maybe.
or something.
I think. I wonder if it's like how. Man, we're getting into this. All right, guys, tweet us if we're being sexist. Just let us know. But like, what if it's like the way that men and women like socialize is different?
Tweet us if
Or at
we're
least-
sexist.
Work because all right, like, I mean, like guys talk a lot at work. Guys like to joke around and stuff. But also like, we're able to separate work from like, well, most guys, a lot of guys, me. I guess I can't speak for everybody. The guys on this
Me.
podcast, you can go to work and you can separate like your particular emotions from what you're doing. at the
Personal
moment.
from work. Yeah.
Yeah, you can like work if like you can be upset but still focus on what you're doing because like that's how you do.
You're here to do your job.
Yeah, but I feel like women, I feel like not all women, some women, maybe just this one lady at Shane's work and all the women that all my friends ever worked with, like they go to work and it's like there's like social like domain. Maybe it means a lot more to women to like be a dominant social person than to men. You know?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't pinpoint the pattern. I do think there's a difference, but some of that I think is culturally, socially. I do wonder
It's definitely like nature and nurture are entwined. It's not either or. Like that.
Well, I wonder
it's definitely
when does
caused by that.
when does social become cultural, which becomes biological.
Biological.
Biological. You know, because it's
think-
like
yeah.
if men. What's a good example of this? I don't have a good example. Like things
I
can
know-
kind of become like instinct almost.
Right, because there's some
after a
things
long
that
period of times.
like some things. Okay, for example, my friend Dylan, his dad's been in jail his whole life, so he barely ever hangs out with him. But he acts just like him, even though he just barely knows him, right? Like he'll do things that his mom's like, "Wow, it's just like your dad," and you haven't even seen him yet. Like that's like instinctual.
Is Dylan in jail yet? Sorry.
No, he's not. He's actually doing really, really good for himself. But then also
He's like taking things out of the, like stealing out of the. Oh man, it's just like your dad.
exactly. No. He's just like the way he would like smirk or talk or like phrases he would choose to use. Like maybe not even bad phrases, just like, oh, he says that random phrase that his dad said. It's weird. But then there's some people who are like adopted and they still act like their dad
Right.
because they're like around him a lot. So obviously
they act like they're adopted dad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. So like they both like in both cases, like you could say that nature made Dylan act like his dad that he doesn't know, and nurture made like this adopted kid act like their adopted dad that they do know. But like at the same time, they're all entwined. So if Dylan was raised by like a certain person, he would also pick up his traits just from being around him, and he'd also have the nurtured traits. And after a while of generations, those traits would become nature. So like if you learned like to pause halfway between your sentences all the time from your dad, then your son will probably do the same thing. And at that point, it'll be him inheriting it from you.
Right. It's kind of like you have your base genes, like something you can't really change of who you are, and then you have your experiences, or you have some of your parents' experiences, and then your own experiences.
Right.
And then your kid gets a little of all those.
Exactly.
And then, but maybe not quite as much, and then they tag on their experiences, and so it's like you pick and choose, or you try to pick and choose the good ones.
Yeah. So like with women, maybe they're biologically more sensitive or whatever, but maybe basically the culture is just more volatile that they're in, or whatever.
Well, I heard. Okay, here's kind of what I was thinking. So, men are physically bigger than women, and so excuse me. I don't know. I got something in my throat or something. Men are physically bigger than women, and so like we can't fully understand what it's like to be in a woman's world because so many people are physically stronger than you. Like almost half the world is physically stronger than you. You know.
Yeah. So the power.
So for me, it's like
different.
Either someone is stronger than me, or they're stronger than me, but I could become stronger than them. You know, like physically, I could do it if I wanted to. A lot of women are a lot smaller; they can't do that, and so. There's an interesting viewpoint that perhaps that influences the way women have to approach things. So if I don't like someone, and if I was a caveman and I didn't like someone, I'd go fight them. I'd go beat them up. You know, I'd use my muscles, and I'd yell, and I'd push, and I'd shove them over and do that sort of thing. But with a woman, like if she was a cave woman and she didn't like someone, what can she do? Well, she can't really fight or push or do that sort of thing. She has to kind of manipulate or move move through it verbally. Right? She needs to take him out without physically fighting. Take him or her out, right? So it's like a different dynamic, and so that's I think one of the reasons women tend to be more conscientious, a little bit better at reading situations and knowing what someone means as opposed to what they said, and that's where us men were kind of like, well, what's going on? I don't know. And the women can like, no, don't you know what's going on between the lines right now in this room? All the men are like, what? No, everything's fine, right? And it's not, you know, and I think that kind of stuff is interesting. And that's where the biology is influencing the
society.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't even know if that's true. I just heard that and I thought that was kind of an interesting thought.
That makes sense. And it seems to happen. What do you think, Shane?
I don't fully agree.
He's just like,
but...
no, Luke.
Well, no, because I feel like
he was fine with what I said until Luke agreed with me. And he was like, "Oh wait, no, that's wrong."
No, I'm just saying because I'm really good at reading people and reading situations, but I'm not a woman, so that's what I'm saying. I don't fully agree.
Well, I didn't say
with that.
Yeah,
I know.
Just to clarify,
I know what you're saying.
Many women are better at fighting than all of us.
Oh my God!
And I'm just saying, yeah, and I'm saying many women can beat up men. So I'm just, but
on average,
yes, I know. I'm saying yes. I'm saying I understand what you're saying. I was just making those small.
It'd be like if someone was in a wheelchair and I was like, wow, people in wheelchairs can't run or can't move as quickly as people out on wheelchairs, and one person's like, I know one person on a wheelchair that's faster than one person who runs, and it's like, okay, so basically, no, all wheelchairs are faster than people. It's like, no, it's just,
yeah,
right?
I do agree. I do agree with the base fact of men are more likely to beat each other up, and women are more likely to talk through things.
Well, I think it's also like it's not even just beat. Like I've never beaten
just
anybody
at
yet.
a very base caveman level is what I'm saying.
But you verbally might.
I'm not disagreeing with you. But what I'm saying is like when like Luke was saying, if I'm in like upset with somebody, like I know how strong I am. I know how big I am. Like I'm like a little taller than average, but normal size. Like I'm pretty strong. I'm not like a mega huge guy or whatever. But I know what I can do. So if I'm talking to somebody and it's escalating and I size them up and I feel like I can take myself, I'm not like really concerned. I might be like, it's inconvenient. I gotta like maybe like deal with this guy. But then if there's somebody who's like way bigger than me, like, or really like imposing, the dynamic's all different. If I'm talking to them and like things are getting a little bit heated, I'm scared. Like it's not
because
like,
like
maybe I've just never found
there's
myself
like a gut
in these
level.
situations.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like
Shane,
we can
like,
fight. We can fight verbally.
I know what you're
too.
saying.
Like we can get
Yeah.
aggressive verbally, and like it's basically like throwing punches verbally. And the thing about it though is there is an underlining, I think, biological feeling of this person would win if we fought. Because
and I've never been in that situation either, but I know how it would
But
feel.
like, who thinks? I
a
don't
woman
think
is
I've
like-
ever been talking to someone and thought about, oh, this might turn into a fight.
I have a couple times. I feel like whenever I'm in a relationship, I'm always down
I've
to
had
fight more
like
than
I've
normal.
had thoughts of I want to fight this person, sure, but like I've never like been in an argument or
I've been
something
there.
with someone like, oh, this is gonna turn into a fight. I'm
Dude,
ready.
this guy, he's like
never-
two dudes
I
were
never
yelling at
thought
me
it-
for parking like in someone's space at an apartment complex. They were like yelling at me like, "You better get your ass out of here." I'm like, "I'm literally leaving right now. What's your problem?"
like I'm
Like,
literally
sorry.
walking out the door.
in your old man car.
Yeah. I'll see you on the streets, old man. You'll think that I'm also an old man in my old man car.
You're like, joke's on you. I'm actually super old. I look young though, not like you.
Oh,
Wham!
side note. So I have this shirt that says "Best Grandpa Ever" that I got myself at Target. And the other day at the gym, like 2 different people asked me, "Are you really a grandpa?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Whoa, really?" I was like, "No." What the heck? Like, and now I'm starting to feel self-conscious. 'Cause I'm like, do I look like I could be a grandpa? I'm only 25.
It's like,
People are
really?
just- well,
No.
Honestly, people think I'm in middle school, so whatever. You could be a grandpa. So
If I could be a middle school Mike, you can be a grandpa. I could be Shane's grandpa.
If I could be young, you can be old.
But anyway, yeah. So Shane, what are you gonna do with this lady?
That's right. Sum it up so we can wrap up the episode.
I said I'm gonna remain unbothered. I'm gonna do my job, and
fight her, Shane!
I've already
You're not gonna
offered.
post a video of you yelling at her?
I've already offered to have a conversation with her so she can say whatever she needs to say to me, and yet I've never been approached. So clearly,
A conversation is not
there's nothing
entertaining
to
me.
But there's also nothing to say because she's just making up stuff. So like, I don't know. I've been
Fire
through this
with
stuff in
fire,
high
Shane.
school.
Say
I don't need
things
to go
that-
through it again. It's not that big of a deal, Luke. I'm here. I'm the only reason why I come to this place, and I had to make this very clear. I said, look, I don't care about being friends with any single person in this place. I don't really think about y'all when I leave, and that's gonna be completely honest. I'm here to do my job. I'm here to make sure the kids have fun, make sure they learn, make sure they stay safe, collect a check, and then go home and then do what I actually care about. I don't care
Play
about
Kingdom
this.
Hearts.
I don't care about you like that. Some of y'all I do like more than others. And that's just how it's going to be. I don't care about you on a personal level. We're not friends. So get over that we're not
Did
friends.
you say that? Wait, did you actually say that?
Yes. I mean, I didn't say it like in that tone, but
We're not
it's just-
friends. We're
I'm just like,
coworkers.
we're
I don't
not
think
friends.
about you when I
Like,
go home.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think about this place when I go home. Like, I don't lose sleep over this. I'm sure
I
you
don't
go
talk
home.
about you on my podcast.
Like, I'm not saying I don't like talk about it with people and those things bother me. Like, obviously people talk about and complain about work all the time, but not to a point where like I'm getting hostile and throwing my arms in the air and making up stuff about people and spreading rumors and lies. Like, who has the time for all of that? Like, are you that bored? But
Time to throw their arms.
Dude, maybe that's it. Maybe
but
women
don't
just
get me
like,
wrong. If it comes down to it, I will like I'll say what I have to say, and I don't really
Shane.
I won't what.
I think you figured it out. I think you did it. So maybe, what if women just need a lot more stimulation than guys to be entertained at work? So they start just making up stuff. Or not all women, just this one woman. They're like, oh man, I'm bored. I've already like done these papers instead of just like sitting here and enjoying this feeling of
Let's
work.
watch Shane. What if she listens to
But,
his
like-
podcast and she's like, every time I lie about him, he talks about me on the podcast and I get
But-
to be entertained.
But I would understand that, Michael,
Making content
if I
for
had
herself.
done something to her.
Yeah,
but
know.
I
This is
haven't.
Crazy. Well, she's just
So-
bored. She's just like, oh man, I need something to do. Oh, I'll like try to.
I mean,
get Shane
I
in
get
trouble.
bored at work too, but like I don't make things up about people and tell higher ups like, what are you doing? Like, you look crazy.
Okay.
So,
Speaking of crazy people, let's wrap up the podcast. Michael, plugs?
I was like, what?
Well, usually you follow me on Instagram, but there is no Instagram.
Hopefully in the morning.
Yeah.
When this podcast is out, there might be Instagram.
True.
So tell them anyway.
You can listen to my podcast. We're all in the same boat. Same boat. I thought of the same boat, and I thought of Luke's name because I thought of Luke Rosswell podcast again, our old name. Anyway, follow me on Instagram, Michael Dimas, MyKolDimas. I also just reactivated my Twitter. I actually did it the other day to tell Verizon how much their customer service sucked. I actually said, like, I reactivated my Twitter just to tell you guys that you suck. And then now to tweet about Facebook being down. So if you want to go there and see those 2 tweets, that's fine.
Hey, wait, I think Instagram is working again.
Oh, snap.
What?
Wait, maybe not. Well, my feed refreshed, but now it's like, cannot refresh feed.
Oh, man.
But it's refreshing, too. I don't know. Sorry.
So refreshing.
It's impossible. It's not going to work. Shane, plugs.
You can check out my podcast that I host called the Pop Talk Podcast, where we talk about music and pop culture events and things of that nature. And you can check that out on SoundCloud and iTunes at Pop Talk Podcast. And then if it's working for you, you can follow me on Instagram at Mr. McCatty, MrMCCATTY, and see all of the fun and nifty things that I'm doing. And also stay tuned probably on my YouTube channel. I got the performance video from the festival performance of Hutchins Farm, and it looks amazing. It sounds amazing. So I cannot wait to post it and just get people's feedback and stuff. So that'll be on my YouTube channel, which is just my name, Shane McCatty. And that'll be coming probably sometime this weekend. We're going to have a cast watching party first. So I want to have us watch it first before I post it. So it'll be a few days. But yeah.
Woo.
Sweetness.
Okay, so I am going to protest the fact that Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp are down. I love that they make it sound like they did this on purpose. It's like, I reject this decision you guys made to have these issues by not telling you guys about my Instagram. Do not follow my Instagram, Luke Roxwold, LukeRockswold. That's how you spell it. Don't follow me. Don't do it. Don't follow our podcast Instagram either, because it's gone. WAITSB podcast on Instagram. Don't follow it. It's gone. Instagram's gone.
Oh.
So that's it.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. I guess I got to find a new app now because Instagram's gone.
Twitter. Got to go back. Everyone's just got to go back to Twitter.
Oh, Twitter.
Yep.
As unfortunate as it is, that's just the new way of life now in 2019.
Yep.
Sometimes I just go back on my Twitter and I just read my tweets. Like this one, I just tweeted 16th
To
November
make yourself laugh.
2015. I tweeted, I want pizza and tacos.
I read my
tweet.
Just to be honest, like I'm just gonna be honest.
Right,
Sometimes I'll scroll back through, and like if I'm reading my old statuses, like if that memory thing shows up, I swear whenever I read them, I'm like, ha, this guy is funny. Oh, it's me.
Oh my goodness.
No, I really am. I'm funny. I look at him, I'm like, this guy gets it.
I saw this tweet that I tweeted. I was like, I wish I went to the gym as often as Jeremy thinks I think I do.
Right.
All right, guys, let's wrap up this episode. Thanks for being on. Everybody, thanks for listening.
you.
Hopefully Facebook,
Yes.
Instagram, and WhatsApp are back tomorrow so that this podcast is irrelevant.
Every second we can.
Thanks for listening, everybody. And outro music.